next morning.
Program, parental discretion is advised.
Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us today. You know, there is a controversial new movie out, and it's called Kids. It's about teenagers and the way they deal with sex. Now, take a look at this tape.
Well, Teddy says what's up.
I didn't want to speak to me then.
You still mad at him?
Of course I am. How am I going to forgive him after what he did?
Well, what did he do? He stole her virginity. He took it away, and now it's gone. Forever. Done.
Yeah, but it's not even the fact that he virginized me. It's the fact that after it was done, he never spoke to me again. He talked all this bull and he just broke out. Yeah, but he was all like, oh, Jenny, I like you so much, and I promise, you know, I'm not going to use you.
Same night.
Now, that was a Hollywood movie, but every day those kinds of conversations go on between teenagers, and usually it's behind closed doors. Now, today, some of our guests allowed us to get behind that closed doors and listen to exactly what goes on in a teenage conversation, not from a girl's perspective, but from a guy's perspective. Take a look at this tape.
All right, so where were we? Virgins?
Yeah, virgins. I just want to be with virgins because I want something that's new, fresh, just for me, that's never been opened before, nobody's ever been tampered with, just mine, not tainted, just Eric's.
Yeah.
Clean, you ain't got to worry about having AIDS or herpes or
Exactly.
gonorrhea or whatever,
I mean,
what have you.
what would you rather be with? A girl who's never been with anybody, or a girl who's been with 6 guys, and any of those 6 guys could have given it to her? If it was the first guy, the other 5 guys you slept with, they're crawling.
To be the first one, you know, to be their first one, and it's always a challenge to get it, you know.
Please welcome Eric, Robbie, and Tony to the show. To be the first one, gentlemen, will you please share with all of us your philosophy on sex? Let me start with you, Eric. What do you think?
Well, the way I look at it, some people like brunettes, some like blondes, some like redheads. I like virgins.
Virgins. Period.
Period.
How about you, Robbie?
Well, it's the power thing, to be the first one, you know.
Be the first one. You want to make sure that you are indelibly etched in her memory.
Yep.
Yep, okay. Tony, how about you?
Well, let's look at this seriously. It's 1995. AIDS is a big thing. The only way to be really safe is to be with someone who's never been with anyone else before.
So this for you is just a safety thing. So you could be with 12 virgins and you think you're safe, but what about the 13th virgin you've been with?
What about the 13th virgin?
Well, what if number 7 was lying?
What if number 7 was lying? Then the other 5 are screwed, and so am I.
Yeah, but you would prefer,
I would prefer it would be a virgin, because then, you know, if I go into a relationship with trust, you know, I give the girl trust, and I trust her to tell me the truth. And if she doesn't, then I'm kind of screwed.
Okay, now wait a minute. Will you date a non-virgin?
Yes.
Will you sleep with a non-virgin?
No.
After a while. It would take a lot and a long time.
How about you, Robbie?
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, I can understand that. Eric, how about you?
Nope.
You won't date a non-virgin. You won't even go out with her.
Why?
Wait,
Why would I want to? Why would I want to go with somebody I know I'm never going to have sex with?
can you tell a virgin if you see one?
No. Oh, I get to know them first. You know, I don't like... All the girls I basically go out with are, you know, from around my town, I know. And I know basically, you know, you can tell at first, and then you start talking, and it comes out.
Tell me, no, how can you tell at first?
You can tell, just the way the girls are, how they talk, their reputations, what have you.
Okay,
And then once you get into it, I mean, like, yeah, I have gone on dates with girls that aren't virgins, but as soon as I find out they're not virgins, they're out the door.
No,
Out the door.
I don't think
Wait
you
a
can
minute,
tell.
wait, hold on. I got to figure out how you can tell, though, if they are not. In a conversation, as a girl that you just meet, can you look her up and down and tell if she's a virgin?
No, but I can have a pretty good opinion to myself if I...
Quickly.
Yeah.
How long does it take you? 5 seconds? Mm-hmm. Really? Hold on just a minute. Let me hold that card for a second. I'd like you to do me a favor. Hold this right like this. Okay. Now, I would like to see, and if you choose to answer this question, ladies, you can. I would like to see anybody who is a virgin in the room raise your hand. What? Okay, wait a minute. If you're not, what do you mean we're in New York, man? Okay, wait a minute. If you, hold on. Now, that means that everybody else who didn't put their hand up is possibly not a virgin. Now, if you'd like to help me participate in a little test here, and you are not a virgin, raise your hand. Okay? All right, good. You'll participate in a little test for me? Yes, okay, stop right there. Now, I found a virgin and a non-virgin. I know where they are in this audience. I'm gonna ask a couple ladies to come up here. Will you come up here, please, ma'am? Yes, ma'am, come right up, just for a second. Will you come here, ma'am, for a second, please? Will you come here for just a second, please, ma'am? Thank you very much. Step on over here. Right here, dead center. Thank you. Thank you. What's your name, ma'am? Dawn? What's your name, ma'am?
Chris.
Chris. What's your name, ma'am?
Michelle.
Michelle. Okay, so now, 5 seconds. You need, what, 5 seconds?
No, maybe, definitely.
Excuse me. Wait, say that one more time?
No, maybe, definitely.
So she's not a virgin, maybe
That's just
she's
my
a virgin?
opinion. I ain't saying I'm right.
And definitely.
That's my opinion.
Okay, now, what made you think that?
Just looking at it, just my opinion.
But I'm gonna know how you can look right here in this chair and say, just ma, I'm looking. No, maybe, definitely.
Look how, just the way in their eyes, the innocence. I don't know. It's
In
all I
their
do.
eyes.
How do you look at somebody and you can just tell?
Will you please bring your camera over here to look at this girl? Turn in that camera, look at her eyes. Look at her eyes.
She's getting embarrassed right now.
Look at her eyes. Who's embarrassed right now?
She was the first one to talk up, right? They didn't say nothing. She's getting embarrassed. She's not. You can just tell by how they're with people and stuff. They haven't had much interaction.
So, wait a minute. Ladies, hold on. I'm gonna do this.
I'm not saying I'm right.
Okay,
I'm just saying that's my, and then I get to know them.
Can I say? Would you prefer to say? Are you a virgin, may I ask?
No.
Are you a virgin, may I ask?
No, I'm not.
Are you a virgin?
Yes, I am.
Was that right?
Okay. You can sit back down for a minute. Okay, hold on a minute. Excuse me a second. Do you have any teenage daughters?
Yes, I do.
How old is your teenage daughter?
26.
Teenage. I'm sorry, Mom.
Teenagers too.
Oh, they're teenagers to you, okay? So here comes my man Eric walking in the front door of the house. Your daughter's 14, 15. You don't know if she's a virgin yet or not, but you can see the look in his eye. What would you say if this man said, well, the only girls that I ever date are virgins? What would you do as a mother?
I wouldn't tell her that.
You wouldn't tell her that? No, you wouldn't even talk to her.
No.
You never tell me that.
Why would I tell her that? Then I'd be out the door. Dad'd be kicking me out the door.
Yeah, it's true. Dad would be kicking you somewhere.
My daughter's a virgin.
My daughter's a virgin. And what would you say to that if she said my daughter's a virgin?
That's nice.
That's nice.
Okay.
So would you say, well, thank you, you respect her? Do you love
I
these
might
girls?
say that, yeah.
Oh, you'll say anything you can.
To get what I want, yeah.
Montel.
Yes, sir.
Can I say something here?
Yes.
I don't think that you can really look at someone and tell how they are. I think it takes a lot of talking and getting to know a person. But
no, Eric
but like with what she said, if she were to say her daughter's a virgin, a lot of times, a lot of parents don't know for sure about their daughters.
But then what would you say? My daughter's a virgin, and I hope that you... Here's what she says to you. My daughter's a virgin. Forget it's a her. Let's think it's a father. About my size. And I say... how you doing, man?
Great, how are
Good. My daughter's a virgin. You know that?
you? Now I do.
My daughter's... I like you, too.
I
I like you, too. You're a nice guy.
Thank you.
My daughter ought to be a virgin when she comes back home tonight.
She will be.
What would you say to that?
I would say she will be because you've respected me enough to talk to me, so I respect you enough to respect your daughter.
So you're still going to go for it?
I'll go for your daughter, but I won't go for the sex of your daughter.
Okay, all right, I'm going to take a little break because you know what? This is very interesting because these are 3 guys who are proud of the fact that they only sleep with virgins. Well, backstage are some of the virgins that they slept with. And you know what? That one line about driving it like a car,
That was so wrong.
we'll meet them when we come back. I'll let you guys go backstage and think about what you've already said. I want to hear from the ladies' perspective first. Then we'll let them talk. We'll be back right after this. There are people, they say I do, they want to say what they've done.
Unique is not my nephew, he's my son.
Couples come clean before the wedding. You were scheduled to walk down the aisle when?
December 25th.
He'll be walking by his damn self.
On the next Montel. Today about You know, a timeless thing that happens when two young lovers get together and one of them has never been sexually active before and another one says it's time and they do the thing. But this is a little different because we have guys out here now because of movies and because of the fear of age or just because they think that they're stud muffins or something. They are now pursuing younger and younger girls. And this is not just for today's guests. There are men out here who are now preying on your daughters because of things like the fear of AIDS, the fear of sexually transmitted diseases. They are looking for younger and younger girls. If you're a mother and you have your teenage daughter in the room with you or in the house, call her down to this television today. Because what they need to understand is what these guys will say isn't necessarily what is the truth, just to make your daughter, and I'm gonna say it, lay down in bed with them. Please welcome Jenny, Renee, and Jennifer to the show. Jenny, I'm going to start with, Jennifer, I'll start with you. Who out of the three guys did you spend time with? This is Jennifer.
Robbie.
Robert. Robbie, 23 years old.
Yes, sir, yes.
How old are you?
I am 14.
How old did Robbie tell you he was when the two of you met and started going out?
17.
17. And just explain, tell me about this relationship. What happened? How did you meet him? Where'd you meet him? Where'd you go? What did you do? How long did you see him? What?
I met him at a friend's house. We started going off and with our friends and stuff, and for about 6 months, this proceeded. And then he had come to my house, and he would tell me he loved me, and I was everything to him, and I was everything he wanted. And then he took my virginity, and 2 weeks later, he dumped me.
2 weeks later. You never talked to him again?
Sure didn't.
Did he call you after this evening?
No, he did not.
Okay. Now, I say that, do you feel like you were misled by him?
I was misled, I was mistreated, and I was used and abused.
Now that this has happened to you, because they're backstage listening to this, and I don't know if he feels the same way about it, but now that this has happened, what would you say to other teenage girls who might be in the same situation you are? Thanks. I wanted a chair so I could sit with you for a second. Huh? What would you say to other teenage girls who are out there right now? First off, before he did sleep with you, did he tell you how old he really was?
No. Well, yeah, probably about 2 weeks before I found out.
And then you say, well, wait a second, this is a little odd. I'm 13, 14. Were you 13 at the time?
I was 13.
13 at the time. I'm 13, you're 22. Don't you think it's a little strange? Did you say that to him?
No, I never said that to him. I felt that way, but I never said it because at the time I had already fell in love.
So you're in love. What happened with you? Which one of these guys up here were you with? May I ask?
Eric.
Eric, the car.
I'm not a car.
You're not a
I'm
car.
not a car.
Okay.
We met at a party. He's just a smooth talker. He acts like he just wants to be friends. He starts coming over more, wanting to go out. He tells you you're everything, and I believed it.
And
I trusted him, and he wouldn't return my pages. He never called me again. He just disappeared.
And this is after the night.
After.
But before that night.
Before, he was there every day.
Loved you.
Every day. I was the
love
best
you.
thing in the world, yeah. He loved me very much, supposedly.
Who were you with?
Eric.
Eric also.
Yeah.
When was this? Hold on. When was this? I mean, not when, but how did this happen? Was this, were you dating him before you were, or who was dating who?
She dated him before I did.
Did you hear anything about this? Did you know that he had a reputation for doing this?
No, I never. I just met her today. I never even knew anything.
Same thing? He loved you?
Yeah, we went out for about a month, and he was constantly, oh, I love you, just everything's gonna work out. And then I did, and that was it.
Did he talk about marriage with you?
It probably came up once or twice, yeah.
With you also?
Very much.
Did he talk about marriage with you?
No, we never talked about marriage.
Never talked about marriage. Now, 6, 7 minutes ago, we were laughing. Not laughing with, but maybe laughing at, but we were laughing. But can you tell me the truth? This is not a laughing matter.
No, it's not.
You're gonna get a chance to say something to them when they come out here, when we take a little break. But What is it that you want to say to guys who would do this to a girl? Just to pray, just to get you, just because you are a virgin?
It's wrong.
It's very wrong. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. Nobody deserves to have that taken from somebody who doesn't care. It's something that needs to be shared with them.
You know, I'm sorry, I'm going to push you a little bit with this, too. A little bit. And the reason why I want to push you is because there are a lot of 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old boys out there right now who are preying on girls younger than yourself. Tell those guys, look right there. Tell those guys what it makes you feel like now.
Dirt. Makes you feel like dirt.
Like dirt.
Meat.
What's that? Meat, cheap?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Same. It hurts very bad inside. It's something you can't really explain. You can't go back and change it. I don't like the fact of having to remember something that's supposed to be special is something that really, really hurt me. It's not fair.
We'll take a break. I'm going to bring him out here. You all have something you want to say, is that right? You have a lot to say, so do you, right? Wait, your friend is dating him now? Your best friend? She was a virgin, too? Mm-hmm. You warned her, did you not?
Yeah.
Did you not say?
Yeah.
What did you say to her?
He's gonna do the same thing to you.
But now I hear that they're engaged.
Yeah, they are.
So maybe Eric is changing his ways, or do you think he could?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay, well, let's find out. We'll take a little break. We'll bring the guys back. We'll be back right after this.
The connection now.
What's going on when it comes time for someone to give up something very special to themselves, and that's their virginity? And what happens when it's taken in with false pretenses, false pledges of love, and taken in a way that I know everybody who's watching the show, you know what the big question is, and I'm going to ask. When a 22-year-old man would have the nerve to sleep with a 13-year-old girl, we'll ask that man. Please welcome back to the show, Eric, Robbie, and Tony. No, wrong chair, so I'll take that one. You can have that one. Thank you very much. Gentlemen, remember these ladies?
Yep.
Vaguely. Well,
This is what we think of you too, Eric.
so the way we ought to start with you. Jenny, you wanted to say something. Go right ahead.
He's a jerk. I'm not a car, and neither is she.
Why would you, okay, I won't say why, because I know the why, but with Renee, you're living with her best friend now.
Yeah.
She was a virgin also.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Don't you think there's something a little odd about that?
No problem.
No, Not your problem?
I'm good, Lisa. She's good to me. We get along. We're fine.
And you plan on...
Hey, I was a jerk. Every guy goes through the dog stage.
Okay.
Just because I preferred... Whoa, wait. Every guy in this world, and if some guy's gonna stand up and say he's not, he's a liar, a damn liar. Every guy in this world's a dog. I'm sorry, wait. And if they ain't a dog, I'll tell you, whoa, they got some dog in them.
Hold on, yes, sir?
Montel, you know what I think it is? I think he prefers virgins because he doesn't know what he's doing, so...
Yes, sir?
I'm not no dog, and I wouldn't be sleeping with no 14-year-olds, you know what I'm saying?
Well, he didn't do that, but... No, you didn't...
I don't screw around with young girls, no.
Well, now...
Well, I have. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, because, you know, I should just say that we didn't bring any 14-year-olds here to see you. But we know about the 15-year-old.
And she ain't here, right?
No. I told you we wouldn't. We made that, but now what about it? This girl's 13 years old.
You know, I didn't make her do...
You're a dog, Robert.
Bark, bark, yeah.
Yeah, you back all the time, buddy.
Yeah. You just
Yes,
mad
ma'am.
because you don't get it.
Did you know how she was? It wasn't worth it.
Well, I'm sorry.
Hold on a minute. Yes, ma'am.
Did you know how she was when you first did it with her?
No, not really.
Then how can you say she loved her if you didn't know how she
never
was?
say her that.
You didn't even know each other.
You never told her you loved her?
Nope.
You never told her that you wanted to be? You never
And
spent...
besides that, it was a bet between me and my friend that I could get it.
Montel, what'd you win?
Yes, sir.
Can I input something here?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry. I don't sleep with a 14-year-old. I'm 19 years old, you know. You gotta go with someone who's your age. You know, I don't go out with a girl to sleep with them. I'm not a dog. That's why I stood up. I'm not a dog. I date a girl. When I date a girl, I don't get into it for sex. I get into it for the emotional aspect
crap.
of it. No, hang on.
Every guy gets into it for the sex. I'm sorry.
No. Let me tell you something. No,
Why go out with a girl if you're not going to get none? Why?
Wait a minute, you know what?
Explain this to me. Make me learn.
I'm explaining something to you. I'll help you learn.
Okay.
See, you're right. The point I want to make, you said, come on now. Every guy wants to do this. Every guy's going to go after it that way. You're right. Most guys that are boys do. Most men do not. I'm not calling you a boy. I'm just saying that one day, you're talking right now about being engaged to, what's your friend's name, Lisa? Lisa. You're
We're engaged.
Oh, you're not engaged?
No.
I thought you were engaged. Does she
Talked
think
about
you're
marriage.
engaged?
I don't know. We talked about marriage.
You don't know.
I've never got a ring yet, no.
Will you trade her in for a new virgin?
No. I love Lisa.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Didn't you love Renee?
Yeah, okay.
No.
Did you love Jenny?
No.
You spent, what, how long? 2 months with you? 3 months? A month? 3 months?
That long?
It was that long. You don't remember that?
Yeah.
Look, you know what? I really... Jennifer's mom is here. And Jennifer's mom had a lot to say, too. Could you three ladies stand up for a second and slide over one chair, please? The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't know what Mary's going to do if she sat too close. So, here, you sit like that, if you like. And please welcome Mary to the show. Mom, we chatted for a minute backstage about this, and part of our conversation was really with Jennifer, too, about not falling for this again.
Right.
But, see, I knew that. I thought you were aware of this fact that he just said that this was all done just because of a bet.
Yeah, well, we'll take care of that when we get back to Florida.
That's all right.
You got dues to pay, buddy, and you're going to pay him through me.
That's all right. We did it in your house while you was home.
Oh, yeah? I don't think so, buddy. You know that's a lie.
You never bitched one bit when I was at your house with her.
Yeah, right. That's when I thought you were 17 years old.
Whatever.
Shit, Carter.
Yeah, well, I wished I would. He wouldn't be sitting here, dude, and he'd be decapitated if I would have caught him.
Yes, ma'am. What's your question? Go ahead.
I would like to know, why did he take advantage of that girl?
Well, you're
I
not...
didn't take advantage of nobody.
Well, but wait a minute. You were 22 years old.
And naive and innocent, and you took it
Did he
all
rape you?
away.
Did he rape you?
No.
Did I tell you
She laid on her back with her clothes off, and I took it.
Yeah.
Did
Just
she
the
not...
way she
It
wanted.
wasn't him.
Did
It
she...
was somebody else.
Excuse me a second. Did she not
You
say...
wouldn't hear about the national
Did she
average?
not say to you, stop?
Nope. She never said that.
And you are such a liar.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to remind those boys they have mothers, sisters, and daughters. And that's going to be in their future. They're going to have daughters one day.
Montel,
Yes? Yes, Tony.
I was going to say a point a second ago. I'm 19 years old, and I've only slept with 2 girls, okay? I'm 19, and that's what? 17, okay? But first of all, 17 and 14, that's still wrong. I mean, 17, you should be anywhere between 16 and 18. But, it's just, I don't understand.
But, okay, you don't understand that, but, again, how old are you right now?
I'm 19.
19, right now.
Yes.
You would still sleep with a 17-year-old virgin.
I would think really hard about it.
18-year-old virgin.
You would do it. 18 maybe, because she's an adult.
She's an adult.
I could get put in jail for something.
You can get put in jail for thinking about it, though. Just tell the truth.
Oh, so you think about it all the time?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay.
the guy that drives the car.
I'm going to take a little break, and when we come back, we're going to bring Lisa out.
Okay.
Because I think Lisa doesn't care what you think or anybody else think. We'll be back right after this.
your long-distance lover that you cheated on him? If so, call us at 1-800-MONTEL-2.
We have been talking today to young ladies who were angry at the fact that there are men who they've taken their virginity. It's not, I think, as much the fact that they had sex with you before, but it's the attitude that you guys have about this thing. You tell them that you love them, you tell them that you want to be with them and bing, and then the next thing you know, as soon as you get what you want, you're out the door. What did you call her, Jennifer, after this event?
I don't remember calling her.
So you didn't call anymore? It was over. You won your bet.
She always called me, but I never called her back.
Can I ask you a question? Now, Mary, I hate to give some of your other business out on the air, but there is no husband involved right now.
Absolutely not.
He's gone.
He's gone. I'm
So-
a single mom, and I take care of my kids myself.
I will ask you, Robbie, I gotta ask you the same question. This is not like, you know, Wayne's World or something. This is here in America. And wait a minute, and in America, if I happen to be the father in this household, and this happened to be my daughter, and you just said that, you know, it could be a bad, wait a minute. Do you not fear these kind of repercussions? Don't you fear these repercussions from a brother, from a cousin, from an uncle?
No.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Wait a minute, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. Go ahead.
You didn't
Yes.
say that, Robbie. How come you don't talk big like that?
You should be
does have
She's a
uncles.
big girl. You'll
uncles.
never have anything again. You're so damn ugly. You should be proud that you have.
Hang on a minute, yes ma'am. Go ahead. What's your question?
This question is to the
And
mother.
The sad part is,
Hang on a minute, Mary. Wait a minute.
Excuse me, to the mother. No matter what age the guy was, why would you allow your daughter to have sex in your house at such a young age anyway?
excuse me, they had no sex in my house, and if they did, I was either at work or asleep, and I had no knowledge of it. But he didn't sleep with my daughter at my house. It was in a car.
No, it wasn't.
Jennifer, how many times did you have sex with this man?
Women?
Where was this at?
It was at his apartment in the race car.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that, but she is not telling the truth.
Well,
It was
neither
at her
are you.
mom's house.
No.
Okay,
it was
so
not.
wait a minute, but your question is, how could she allow this? You didn't allow this, did you,
No,
Mary?
I did not
This is
allow
not what you
this.
condone.
No, I did
Montel,
not
I even
condone
stayed
it.
there, and her mom even let me.
No,
So-
that's not
You
true.
did
See how
That is not
two-faced
true.
both of them are?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Here you go. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
You're
No,
two-faced.
Hang on a
Not
minute.
having
It ain't
is
us.
conniving.
Hang on a
You have
second.
to face,
Hang on a
buddy.
second. Mary, hang on a second. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
First of all, I would like to know how the girls would allow them to do what they did to you. So while you're sitting here on stage telling them that they're ugly and this, and that, why'd you have sex with them in the first place?
I do not feel sad about what happened. I'm more pissed off that he thinks he has the right to go around and do this to other girls. That's what pisses me off.
Okay, hold on. You can't be heard without a microphone, okay? Please welcome, wait a minute, please welcome to the show Lisa, who is now Eric's fiance. I'm sorry, Lisa, I'm sorry, but, you know, I've been saying throughout the show that you were his fiance because I thought that's the impression that you gave me, that the two of you were engaged. Did he not propose to you recently?
Yes, I thought we were. Oh, okay, wait a minute. There is no ring. He never came to me with a ring, but he did ask. You did
look,
ask.
honestly, the other day when we were talking about it, right, and you told me we weren't, remember? You said we're pre-engaged or something like that. And I said, when I get your ring, we're engaged. I'm gonna marry this woman. I'm gonna marry her.
You are?
But we're not engaged. I don't think you're engaged. You have a ring, okay? That's it. I haven't got a ring yet.
So,
I'm getting a ring.
just like any car, you know, you got to test those cars out first. Drive them around a little bit.
I already bought her.
Kick the wheels. She's bought.
No, baby. No, baby. No, do this. Baby, look, no, I'm just saying in the car sense. I ain't saying like I own her. No. No, look,
What
you're
are you
taking it wrong.
saying? Well, you did say you bought her.
Huh?
You bought her.
No, I'm just saying, I'm done. Me and Lisa are together. I love Lisa. I've done things in my past, okay? When I was with all these other women, right?
That's
when I was
exactly
with,
what he told us.
Look, when I was with them, right? At the time, my whole philosophy on this is you just go with the virgin because I'm the prospect of staying together forever, okay? Because why do I want to marry something that somebody else has already had, okay?
Okay, well then, wait. Hold on a minute. Hold on, wait. No, I got to take a break, but that point is well taken. Why would you marry somebody that somebody else had? Well, she had you. She had you. A couple of other people I know had you. You know what I'm talking about. A couple other people I know had you.
You are used good.
How old are you? How old are you? Lisa, how old are you?
19.
You're what?
19.
19. A lot younger than her had you. So why does she want to be with used goods? I don't know. We'll find out when you're back right after this. There are people about to be married. But before they say I do, they want to say what they've done.
Unique is not my nephew, he's my son.
Couples come clean before the wedding. You were scheduled to walk down the aisle when?
December 25th.
He'll be walking by his damn self.
On the next Montel.
When in the New York area, why not be part of our studio audience? For free tickets to the Montel Williams Show, call 212-989-8101. Please be sure to include your phone number. Do you have a personal story you'd like to share with us? Call Montel's answering machine at 1-900-933-3900. Each call costs 75 cents per minute.
We have been talking to ladies who are angry at some fellas because they lost their virginity. Now, you know, during a little break there, Eric, you turned to Lisa and said, you know, come on now, you're embarrassing me. How is she embarrassing you?
Dude, I didn't say that.
Oh.
Did I say that?
Did he say that, Lisa? Yes, he said that. So. No, wait, no. I read lips from a distance, okay?
Do you love me?
Yes?
Do you love me? Forget everybody else. Do you love me?
Yes, I
do. You want to be with me?
Yeah.
Do you want to marry me?
So wait a minute. Okay.
Shut up. Do you want to be with me? Let me tell you.
Wait, no, Eric, hold on a minute. Excuse me, just 1 second. Stand up for a second. Come here, just 1 second. Please, just for a second. You stand right here for 1 second. Do me a favor and turn this way. Just stand there for just 1 second. I'd like to ask you something, Lisa. For 1 second, I want you to look the other way.
Okay.
I'm Eric, okay? I'm gonna be Eric. Wait a minute. You love me, right? You gonna be with me, right? Huh? Shut up. You gonna be with me. I'm telling you right now. You gonna be with me. 19 years old. You want to be controlled like that for the rest of your life?
Do I control you? Oh, whoa.
Do I? Do I? You better answer right now, huh? Did I say it? You better not say it.
Let her talk.
You better not say it on the air.
Let her talk.
Yes.
This woman is very strong opinion. Trust me, she does not let anybody control her.
Really? That's right. You do whatever you want to do.
Oh,
so when your friend came to you and said, guess what, you're getting ready to get burned, you going to do what you want to do.
Exactly. I have my own mind.
Okay, you should have your own mind.
do.
But you haven't seen anything in this character, in the this character, but in his character that tells you that you ought to put up a red flag?
Well, I do. See, normally he does not act like this when it's just me and him. He does not act like this. But when he gets around his friends, and that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about today, he does act like this around his friends.
So he's out with his friends kicking it. Like, let's say he's out hanging with me. What's your name, sir? Steve. Steve and I and Eric, we're out hanging out one day, and Steve says, Joe, man, I bet you can't get that version right there, because you a wimp, Eric. And he says, oh, man, I can get any virgin I want. Oh, yeah, right, man. You with Lisa, man. She got you whipped, huh? Right? We were saying that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you whipped, man. And Eric's going to say, oh, no, but you know what? You know what, Stephen Montel? I love Lisa. I've changed my ways.
I say that.
Yeah, you better say that. What do you have a question?
Yeah, it's the same thing I'm saying. It's all about the game, because if she's supposed to be her friend, and she told him about him, and you know what I'm saying, why is she gonna go talk to him if those two are good friends?
I don't. Yes, let's find out. Yeah.
My best friend, right?
Yes.
I've known longer than either of them, right? Well,
Yes.
I've known about the same. I've known Lisa actually longer than I've known Renee. My best friend is Lisa's brother. Okay?
Oh, I see. So you were scheming. You just went through
No,
Renee.
it just happened. You know what? Even if Lisa wasn't a virgin, we'd probably be together right now because
But you never
I've
dated
known her
virgin, so why would you be?
long.
Wait, excuse. How can you say that when you don't want used goods?
Eric, if you really love Lisa, you wouldn't talk about her like she's a piece of property, because that's exactly how, no, let me finish. That's exactly how you sound to this entire audience. And Lisa, if you have any self-respect for yourself, you would think twice about going with him, because he has no respect for you. None.
But hey, you know, right? I mean, tell the truth. I can't judge how you are in this relationship.
Can I say something?
I will not judge how you are in this relationship.
I don't bother nobody else. She is who I love.
So
okay?
you love her so much that if she tells you the truth right now, you love her so much. You love her so much that Lisa, come on, you can tell the truth now. She was with 3 other guys before you. So the engagement is still. Is the engagement still on? tell him the truth. How long do you know Brian, my friend? They were together about a year ago. So
Your friend?
My friend.
How the hell did she get...
My friend lives where you in your town. About my height. He's got hair and I don't. Will you still love her? Think about it. We'll be back right after this. Busted! On the next Montel. Now, you know, I just did that. I pulled that real quick. She wanted to jump in immediately and tell you, no, it didn't happen. But, you know, what if it had happened? So now you're used good?
I love her. I really love her.
So you would stay with her?
After the fact, yeah. Before the fact, I probably never went out with her. But after the fact, now, yeah, I love her. If it would happen, if it were that's true, I would deal with it. I would deal with it. She's with me now, so as long as she ain't with nobody else again, I'm fine. Let me ask you. Let me ask this big question for the three of you guys. Now, okay, you're in a relationship now. You're a loving relationship. But how does it really feel? You say you haven't been in this situation yet, but how does it really? Because you may be if you keep doing what you're doing. How does it feel knowing that you're sitting up here right now, you have three women, you have one that now hasn't even begun her life, that is hurt?
Well, that's her problem. She's the one who wanted it.
Your problem now, buddy.
How do you feel about it, Eric?
About what?
About the fact that you've done this to more than these two. I'm not going to go into the numbers, because I could have contacted, and you know exactly who I could have had here. You do know. So knowing that, had she been sitting here now with these two who are at the right age to do so, how would you feel knowing that you've hurt people this way?
You know, okay, I feel bad. I feel bad that I've hurt Renee and I've hurt Jenny. I feel bad. But when I find, why drag it on, the relationship on? As soon as I find out that they're not what I wanted.
Montel,
Don't
can I say
refer to
something?
us as a
Soon as you found out what?
No, I'm not saying it like that. See, you guys are taking it wrong.
You did say that.
I
You
never
sat right
dogged
up
you
here and
out. I
said
never did
that.
nothing like that. I just never called.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Please welcome Erin Summers to the show. Welcome her, Erin. Erin has her own syndicated radio advice show called Passion on WIOD in Miami. Thank you very much for being here. You've been on the show before, and we'd like to have you back. What do you think?
Well, first off, this is a trend that is happening. I mean, just a couple of years ago, remember hearing about the teen posse that used the young women as their scorecard. And I think this is not really an issue about HIV or STDs. Maybe in Tony's case it is, but I think with some good education and enlightenment about safer sex, I think you'll be more comfortable being with an experienced woman, and you just might learn something.
What's that?
I have helped teach sex education.
Oh, I'm talking about safer sex education.
But if you have, then you would know that you don't have to go to a virgin to keep yourself from getting in trouble.
Well, yeah.
And I will also, I gotta say it, I'm sorry, I'm not busting on you, Tony, but I am sorry. I will tell you, and then I've given you guys, I've said a lot of things on the show, but I've given you this opportunity. I'm gonna tell you, the reason why you prey on virgins, there is a reason why men do that. You know it as well as I do, because you know that they can never bust you for how inept you may have been. She has women. You know what? You can ask Lisa all you want, but, you know, some guys out there in television land, wait, but hey.
Don't just say I like.
What?
Excuse me a second. Some guys out in television land might say, you know, they have nothing to judge it against. As soon as they're with the real man, they may tell you the truth.
Eric, there's nothing to talk about. I know. You don't even need to have a smile on your face, Robert.
This is much more an issue about power and control. I mean, there's no two ways about it. This is a power control issue. It's a selfish issue on top of it. And as far as Robbie goes, I hope you have a good lawyer, because I'm from Miami, and Florida has probably one of the toughest statutory rape laws.
I gotta take a break. I'll let you make a point as soon as I come back, okay? I'll be back right after this.
The Montel Williams Show now has a newsletter packed with guest updates, valuable information, and lots of ways to win prizes. You'll want to subscribe right away. For more information, call 1-800-MONTEL-4.
Eric, you talk about that you love her so much after, like in our break, you talk about that's the third notch or something. What was that about?
I said now serving number three.
Yeah, so that, you talking about Lisa. You love her so much.
But
I'm just joking around. She knows how I feel, but I don't have to.
Joking around. If you love somebody, you won't joke around like that.
Okay, hold on. Okay, but you know what? Lisa, I don't know. You know, you'll think through this, and I wish the two of you the best. I hope that he just...
We'll make it. I know he will.
You will? Yeah. Okay, good. You want to say something, Tony?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The thing about the safe sex, the safest sex is no sex. Okay? No sex is the safest sex. When you get into a relationship, both of my relationships that I had sex with, they were longer than 10 months, and I moved. And the sex, listen, there was time afterwards that we didn't have sex. But what I'm trying to make
make your point, because no one is busted on you. We agree
You busted on me.
I busted on you, and I said you may end up in this situation because you said you don't want to have sex with anybody who's had sex with someone else before, as if that's the only way to keep you from getting hurt. But along the way, you will hurt women just like this.
Okay, I have one question. Can I ask Jennifer real quick?
Yes.
How old did you think he was when you had sex with him?
17.
17?
So what difference does it make?
Well, if she would have thought he was 17, if you had it in the car, you said?
What is the point that you're making?
The point I'm trying to make is, why would she put herself in that position?
Because she's a little girl listening to a grown man who has run a game on her. Aaron, help me out, please. Let me tell you, but you can say that all you want, Robbie. The child was 13 years old, and I'm going to tell you right now, 13-year-old, 17-year-old minds, male, female, you know as well as I do, any man in this country knows that you can manipulate her to do whatever you want her to do. So instead of manipulating, maybe you should have said, ooh, 13, never mind.
I won't fall for it again,
Aaron.
not for you or anybody like you.
Yeah, these ladies have broken away from this. If anything, what I'd recommend is to Lisa, just love yourself enough and respect yourself enough that you want the best for you in life. Relationships aren't about this.
I do, but he doesn't act like this when it's just me and him.
Well, what are you going to do? Keep all to yourself for the rest of your life?
Yeah, that's right. You know what?
Share with the friends.
You'll only be, for the rest of your life, no matter where you go. When you go to work, that's how you'll be. When you go to a restaurant, that's how you'll be. When you're out, he's out at a football game, you'll be right beside him. Every day for the rest of your life.
If we're on the show,
With no
we act
friends
like
around.
Huh?
I think that wouldn't go out. We're anytime. We go anywhere.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I keep my eyes open to any friends that you know that are virgins.
Keep your eyes open, because she knows.
We'll be back right after this.
AT&T.
Or by the following.
Hey, Remington, shave this.
The Remington Triple Foil. The only shaver with 3 micro screens now has a 50% greater cutting rate. If you can grow it, we can shave it.
I can eat corn on the cob, and I can eat the apples, as long as I've got Super Polygrip on these dentures.
Hold your dentures super tight with Super Polygrip.
If you'd like to save up to 50% on your contact lenses, eyeglasses, and eye exams, call for a free Lens Express catalog. Call 1-800-340-LENS.
I can eat what I want because of Breath Assure, the internal breath freshener. Be sure, Breath Assure.
To order Breath Assure, call 800-847-8900.
To order video cassettes of The Montel Williams Show, call 1-800-4-VIDEO. Major credit cards accepted. Please indicate show date and topic. For a transcript of The Montel Williams Show, send $6 along with the program name, date, and subject matter to Burrell's Transcripts, P.O. Box 7, Livingston, New Jersey, 07039-0007. For credit card orders, call 1-800-777-TEXT.
Aaron, you deal with sex all the time on your radio show. What is the bottom line here?
The bottom line is, contrary to Eric's belief, most young men are not like this, thank God. Most young men, they respect themselves and they do respect their mate. And nobody should tolerate being treated the way that these men have treated these women. And it also has to take the woman to say, the young lady to say, no, I'm not going to be treated this way, and have the courage to turn around and walk away.
That is the bottom line. Join us for the next Montel Williams Show.
Jennifer told us after the show she was glad she had a chance to talk about how painful her experience was. She also told us she wants to wait to become intimately involved with a man until she's married.